Kate Winslet, the unforgettable Rose from Titanic, an icon of beauty and talent who captivated the world. But while her on-screen love story with Jack was the stuff of legends, her real-life romantic journey has been anything but perfect. Everyone thought that the woman who stole our hearts in Titanic would find her happily ever after. But what if I told you that Kate has been through not one, but 3 failed marriages and countless relationships that never made it? From sweet teenage crushes to heart-wrenching breakups, Kate's love life reads like a roller coaster of emotions, one that never quite seems to reach the end. So, what really shaped Kate Winslet's story of love and loss? How has this strong, resilient woman managed to keep believing in love despite all the heartbreak? Stick around as we dive into the emotional and inspiring love story of Hollywood's beloved Titanic star, where each relationship has its own life lessons. But first, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the most fascinating Hollywood stories. Let's get started. 1. Stephen Tredre. Kate Winslet and Stephen Tredre. A first love that was intense, profound, and heartbreaking, like an unfinished love song. They met in 1991 on the set of the British TV show Dark Season, where Kate, just 15 years old, was full of youthful energy, while Stephen at 28 was a seasoned, passionate man with a deep love for the arts. Their meeting felt like fate, bringing 2 people from different generations, but sharing a deep emotional connection that brought them together. Their love wasn't the typical whirlwind romance of young love. It was a beautiful blend of Kate's gentle spirit and Stephen's wisdom and maturity. They shared the simple moments of life, dreaming of a hopeful future together. Kate once said Stephen was the love of her life, a heartfelt statement that proves how deeply this relationship left its mark on her soul. Stephen wasn't just a partner, he was a mentor, someone who encouraged Kate in her career. He persuaded her to take the role in Hideous Kinky, a decision that would be pivotal in shaping her career and establishing her as a serious actress. But their relationship wasn't without its struggles. In 1995, they parted ways on good terms, maintaining a respectful friendship even after their romantic relationship ended. It was a rare and beautiful bond, where both of them remained genuinely concerned for each other despite the heartbreak. The tragedy came in 1997 when Stephen passed away from bone cancer, just a few months after Titanic had skyrocketed Kate into global stardom. While the world was celebrating Kate's success, she quietly flew back to England, missing the Titanic premiere to say her final goodbye to Stephen. This was a moment that showed, no matter how bright her career was, Stephen was irreplaceable in her heart. Kate has said she never truly got over losing him. She could feel his presence during the toughest times, as if he were still watching over her, whispering, "You're doing great." Her first love with Stephen not only left her with a sense of loss, but also taught her valuable lessons about love, grief, and how to move forward with memories etched deeply in her heart. The age gap between them, 13 years, might have shaped Kate's view on love for the years to come. Stephen wasn't just a partner, he became a symbol of maturity, a source of inspiration that would stay with her forever. His passing left a void that couldn't be filled, but it also taught Kate to love more deeply, to appreciate the love she had in the present. Kate Winslet and Stephen Tredre's love story may not have lasted long, but it was deep, and it will forever be an essential part of her journey. It's the kind of first love that you admire, feel moved by, and can't help but mourn for the untold potential, like a beautiful song that stops too soon, leaving you longing for what could have been. 2. Rufus Sewell. After the deep emotions tied to Stephen, Kate Winslet found a brief but refreshing escape with Rufus Sewell. Their relationship, though short-lived, added a new chapter to Kate's journey of personal growth. Kate Winslet and Rufus Sewell, 2 rising stars in British acting, had a fleeting romance that left a unique mark on both of their lives. They met in the early 1990s while working together at the Royal Shakespeare Company, finding a mutual passion for the arts and creative expression. Though their relationship only lasted 3 months, it was like a gentle breeze that helped soothe the pain Kate had been carrying from her breakup with her first love, Stephen Tredre. Kate didn't view this relationship as anything serious, but it brought a sense of ease and joy that both of them cherished. Sewell, with his life experience and calm demeanor, likely provided Kate with the lightness she needed after the complex emotions she had been through. On the other hand, Kate, with her youth and energy, probably brought a fresh spark to Sewell's life during their brief time together. One of the most admirable aspects of this relationship was how they maintained a genuine friendship after they parted ways. This not only reflected their maturity, but also proved their respect and admiration for each other. Over a decade later, when they reunited on screen for The Holiday, 2006, Kate and Rufus showed that not only were they still good friends, but they could work together professionally and with ease. Kate even expressed excitement when she learned Rufus had been cast as Jasper, her character's unpleasant ex, demonstrating how comfortable and natural their dynamic remained. Their short time together also played a role in Kate's journey of self-discovery and shaped her views on love. Rufus Sewell, who was 11 years older than Kate, fit the mold of the older, experienced men she seemed to be drawn to. This attraction likely stemmed from a desire for stability and guidance, influenced by the loss of her father at a young age. Additionally, Kate's ability to maintain a good relationship with Sewell shows her deep respect for the people who've been part of her life. She doesn't let temporary emotions or breakups overshadow the beautiful memories they created together. That's why, when asked about Sewell's role in Scoop, she didn't hesitate to express her excitement and admiration for him. Jim Threepleton. While Kate's relationship with Stephen left deep emotional scars, her marriage to Jim Threepleton became a turning point, helping her face and heal from her past wounds. In the quiet moments, they created a new chapter in her life, even if it was short-lived. Kate and Jim met in 1997 on the set of Hideous Kinky, where Kate played Julia, a character full of depth, and Jim was the third assistant director. Amid the chaos of filming, a simple yet sincere connection blossomed, leading them to marry in 1998. Kate later shared that her marriage to Jim was partly a way for her to find comfort after the loss of Stephen Tredre and the sudden pressures of fame from Titanic. She longed for stability, and Jim, with his quiet, unassuming nature, offered just that. He represented a break from the spotlight and the hectic pace of Hollywood, a regular guy that Kate believed could help heal the emotional scars she carried. However, their marriage wasn't a fairy tale. Just 3 years after tying the knot, Kate and Jim divorced in 2001, shortly after the birth of their daughter, Mia Threepleton. Kate admitted that their relationship was built during a time of emotional turmoil, and perhaps their rushed commitment, combined with lifestyle differences, made it difficult for them to last. Jim chose to stay out of the Hollywood limelight, keeping a relatively private life away from the glitz and glamour. Despite their split, which wasn't without its challenges, both Kate and Jim made an effort to maintain a positive relationship for the sake of their daughter. Mia became the bridge that kept them respectful and cooperative, even as both moved on to find happiness elsewhere. In 2008, Jim publicly praised Sam Mendes, Kate's second husband, for playing such an important role in Mia's life. This was a testament to the maturity and understanding Kate and Jim had achieved after the end of their marriage. This relationship also taught Kate an important lesson. Unlike her previous relationships, Jim was only a year older than her, and their bond wasn't built on age differences or seeking guidance, but rather mutual support during a time of emotional upheaval. Though their marriage didn't last, it helped Kate realize the value of normalcy and stability, even though she ultimately realized that this wasn't necessarily the life for her. Looking back, even though it wasn't the ideal or lasting relationship, both Kate and Jim grew and learned from it. Their relationship left a mark on Kate's life and showed that two people could overcome the breakdown of a marriage and still co-parent a child with love and respect. It was a short but meaningful chapter in Kate's life, a stepping stone that helped her better understand herself and continue her journey toward true happiness. 4. Sam Mendes. From the regular guy, Jim Threepleton, Kate Winslet moved on to a powerful relationship with Sam Mendes. Though their love once burned brightly like the spotlight itself, it eventually faced its own curtain call. Kate and Sam met in 2001 during a creative meeting when Sam approached Kate to invite her to join a play at the Donmar Warehouse. Although Kate didn't accept the invitation, their instant connection sparked a romantic relationship. Bonded by intellectual chemistry and a shared passion for creativity, they quickly became one of the most admired couples in the entertainment world. In May 2003, Kate and Sam tied the knot in a private ceremony in the West Indies, valuing simplicity and privacy above all else. Soon after, they welcomed their son Joe, marking a new chapter in both of their lives. Their small family became a source of pride for Kate and Sam, but also captured the public's attention. Photos of Kate glowing beside her husband and son often made their way into the media, painting a picture of a perfect, happy family. Kate and Sam weren't just spouses, they were creative partners. In 2008, they worked together on Revolutionary Road, where Kate reunited with Leonardo DiCaprio to play a couple facing deep conflict and breakdown. It was an ambitious project, not just because of the film's story, but due to the pressures of balancing their roles as director and actress in real life. Kate once shared that she was incredibly proud to work alongside her husband, even though it wasn't always easy. It's strange having your spouse direct you, especially in romantic scenes. But Sam is an outstanding director, and I always trusted him. They poured their hearts into the project, and the film received critical acclaim. However, the complexity of the film seemed to mirror some of the pressures they faced in their marriage. Success in their careers couldn't shield them from the pressures of personal life. Living in the spotlight, with constant media attention, made it challenging for them to maintain a balance between family and work. Kate admitted that trying to juggle her roles as a mother, wife, and A-list actress was a huge challenge. Sam, too, faced pressure in leading a family with a global star like Kate. Sam is smart and creative, but sometimes I felt like we were living in two different worlds, Kate shared quietly. The differences in how they handled pressure slowly became invisible barriers, and the distance in their relationship grew. In March 2010, Kate and Sam announced their separation. The news shocked the public, as they had long been seen as the perfect example of balancing career and family. However, both Kate and Sam kept the reasons for their split private, emphasizing that they wanted to protect their son Joe's privacy and not let personal details affect his life. I always believed that what happened between us should stay between us. What mattered most is that Joe always knew his parents loved and supported him, Kate shared in a rare interview after the divorce. Sam agreed, stating that maintaining stability for their son was their top priority. Even though they are no longer together, Kate and Sam still hold mutual respect for each other. They've both learned to see their breakup not as a failure, but as a chapter in their lives from which they could grow. We gave it our all, and I have no regrets about those years. Sometimes love doesn't last forever, but it still matters, Kate said. This breakup also forced Kate to confront feelings of disappointment about marriage, but she never allowed it to cloud her optimism. For her, separation wasn't the end of happiness, but an opportunity to find a new path that was more suited to her life. I've learned to appreciate what I have and keep moving forward, she said. Kate and Sam's marriage, though brief, remains an inspiring story. It shows that even relationships built on the strongest foundations can crumble when faced with the pressures of life. But above all, Kate and Sam proved that respect and love for their child could help them overcome all pain. For Kate, this marriage was a journey, a lesson, and an important part of her life that she will always cherish, despite its imperfect end. 5. Lewis Dowler. After the complexities of her marriage to Sam Mendes, Kate Winslet found a brief moment of lightness with Lewis Dowler. However, like a passing summer breeze, this relationship ended before it could take root. Kate Winslet and Lewis Dowler, a fleeting romance that left an unforgettable impression on both. They met in June 2010 at a party in New York, shortly after Kate's split from Sam Mendes. In Dowler, she found the youthfulness and ease she seemed to crave. Not long after, they became the center of attention at various events, sparking curiosity among the public about this new romance. Though their relationship was brief, it gave Kate a period of fun and freedom, a contrast to the heavier, more intense relationships she'd experienced before. Dowler, with his youthful charm and attractive appearance, was unlike the older, more experienced men Kate had typically been drawn to. After her divorce from Mendes, she likely sought out Dowler as a way to escape the complexity and pressure of her previous life, instead finding comfort in a relationship that wasn't weighed down by commitments. However, not everything went smoothly. After 4 months of dating, they broke up in November 2010. Just when it seemed like the relationship was over, in the summer of 2011, Dowler reappeared in Kate's life during a trip to Necker Island, a private island owned by Richard Branson. They endured a harrowing event together when a fire broke out on the island, and Kate courageously saved Branson's mother from the flames. This dramatic incident seemed to bring them closer. But sadly, just months later, Kate and Lewis parted ways once again in late 2011. After their final breakup, Dowler expressed his disappointment about how Kate handled the situation. He admitted feeling hurt, believing she had not treated him fairly. His words revealed the depth of his feelings for her, as he felt they were a couple that couldn't be torn apart, and he couldn't stop loving her, even after their relationship ended. Looking back, the relationship between Kate and Lewis was like a refreshing breeze that briefly entered their lives, bringing joy but unable to last. For Kate, Lewis might have been a lighter choice after the deep emotional wounds left by her previous marriage. For Lewis, Kate seemed like a powerful, elusive force, leaving him with beautiful memories but also a sense of longing. Despite this, both of them moved on and found new happiness, leaving this relationship as a fleeting memory that, while short-lived, was far from forgettable. Sixth, Ned Rock and Roll, Edward Abel Smith. After the turbulence of her previous relationships, Kate Winslet finally found her anchor in Ned Rock and Roll. His simplicity and sincerity became the steady foundation that helped her weather both the storms of her career and personal life. Kate and Edward met in 2011 during a vacation at Necker Island, the private island owned by Richard Branson, Edward's uncle. At the time, Kate was still involved with Lewis Dowler, but a dramatic event brought her closer to Edward. When a fire broke out on the island, Kate bravely rescued Branson's mother from the flames, while Edward helped Kate and the children escape danger. That moment, not only a test of courage, but also the beginning of a deeply moving love story. After her breakup with Dowler, Kate began dating Edward later in 2011. Unlike her previous relationships, this love brought her the peace and tranquility she had been searching for. In December 2012, they held a secret wedding in New York, with only close family and friends in attendance. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate's longtime friend, walked her down the aisle. Kate later expressed her joy, saying, "Leo has always been there for me, and that day was no different. But the best part was having Edward waiting for me at the end of the aisle." Edward wasn't just a loving partner, he showed his love through action. He gave up his career to become a stay-at-home dad, supporting Kate's demanding career while caring for their family. "I want Kate to shine in her own way, and I'm proud to stand behind her to support that," Edward once told a close friend. Their marriage not only restored Kate's faith in love, but it also gave her the stability she had longed for after 2 failed marriages. Together, they welcomed their son, Bear Blaze Winslet, in December 2013. The name Blaze was chosen to honor the fire at Necker Island, the event that had brought them together in the first place. Kate has never hidden her pride in Edward. Although he once went by the name Rock and Roll, he's not rock and roll. He's actually Mr. Vegan Yoga. He's cared for our family with all his heart and dedication. Initially, the media was skeptical about their compatibility, especially considering Edward's unusual name, Ned Rock and Roll. However, over time, their actions spoke louder than the headlines. Kate defended Edward, saying, "Edward doesn't care about the gossip. He lives to love and care for others, and that's what I appreciate most." In 2019, Edward legally changed his name back to Edward Abel Smith. Kate jokingly discussed the name change on Jimmy Kimmel Live, saying, "Honestly, filling out medical forms with the name Ned Rock'n'Roll was really difficult, but it shows just how sincere he was when he changed his name to better fit our life together." Kate and Edward's relationship has become a symbol of mature love, where mutual respect and support form a solid foundation. Kate said, "We don't need the spotlight or glamour. We just need family, peace, and genuine love for one another." Edward, meanwhile, has chosen to remain silent before the media, but always shows his love through his actions. When you love someone, you want them to be themselves and shine. For me, Kate is that light. Unlike many other celebrity couples, Kate and Edward have won the hearts of the public with their sincerity and simplicity. They avoid unnecessary attention from the spotlight and focus on their family and lasting values. The media has even hailed them as a Hollywood golden couple, not just because of their stability, but because of the message of love they embody. True happiness doesn't come from extravagance, but from the small, simple things and a lasting partnership. Kate and Edward's story is a reminder that true love doesn't need to shine brightly to be meaningful. For Kate, Edward Abel Smith is not just a husband, but her final safe harbor, a place she can finally rest after years of turmoil. "Edward is the best gift I've ever received, and I will be forever grateful for that." Kate concluded her love story with these simple but profound words. And that's the remarkable love story of Kate Winslet, from her first love to 3 marriages that didn't last. Despite facing numerous losses and challenges, Kate remains a symbol of resilience and strength, always moving forward. Today, Kate continues to pursue her career with relentless passion, showcasing her talent through every deeply nuanced role. Behind the spotlight, she enjoys a peaceful life with her family, finding happiness in the simple moments of everyday life. Kate's journey is a powerful reminder that no matter how difficult life gets, we can always rise, learn, and cherish what we have. If you found her story inspiring, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Please like, share, and leave a comment below. What part of Kate's journey stood out to you the most? Do you think Kate has finally found her happy ending? Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on our next exciting video. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to bring you more incredible stories from Hollywood. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.